this episode, we're in Derby in beautiful northern Tasmania, where I'll be ziplining through the trees while Ben climbs and jumps his way through the Blue Derby mountain bike trails. I'll also soak in the local history and visit the largest lavender estate in the Southern Hemisphere. This is A Cycling Life. Tasmania's north boasts fine produce, adrenaline-pumping activities, and one wild history. And today, Ben, you and I are going to experience it all. Where are you off to?
We're off to the Blue Derby mountain bike trails, world class. So absolutely privileged to be heading down there today.
Fantastic. And has it been a little while since you've been mountain biking? I know you've been on the road bike most of the time.
It has actually. So yeah, really keen to get out there and test out some gear. So Vanty Plus Cycles in Launceston to look after us again, bringing out some bikes just to test ride. So really keen to get out there and give this a go.
Good on Ben. What a great bloke.
Oh, absolutely, no, he's a legend. How about yourself? What are you up to today?
I'm going to follow you to Derby. I'm going to check out the Tin Centre and learn a little bit about the mining history in the area. Then I'm off to Bridestow Lavender Estate to brush up my perfumery skills. And then I'm going ziplining in the treetops at Hollybank. So that will be fantastic. I'm so excited about that.
Some adrenaline for you as well.
Yeah, you don't get to have all the fun.
That's really cool. There's some good mountain bike trails around Hollybank as well.
Yeah, I hear actually. And some Segway tours and whatnot. I'm going to finish my coffee and we'll get started.
Sounds like a good idea.
Hope we don't get rained on.
Cheers. Alright, we're down here with Ben from Vanty Plus Cycles in Launceston, down here at Blue Derby mountain bike trails. So pretty keen to get out there and give this a bit of a crack, but Ben's been kind enough to bring along a bike for us to test ride. So can you tell us a little bit about what we've got here, Ben?
Yeah, good to have you guys along, and really excited to show you the Blue Derby mountain bike trails. They're an amazing facility here. The Scott Genius, which we've got here for you guys to test out today, is an amazing trail bike. It's a do-it-all bike, and I'm sure you'll have a whole lot of fun on the trails here. It's purpose-built for this sort of riding. Just with the Derby trails here, they've really gone to town on bringing this place back to life. You've got the trail facilities here include hot showers and bike washes. Now that the trails have got up and going, you've got cafes and accommodation, and it's going from strength to strength. And just the perfect place to bring the family along, go for a ride. Bring the significant other and the children, and just enjoy what it's got to offer.
Yeah.
While Ben picks up pace on the mountain bike, I'm slowing to a stop in the heart of Derby. In the late 1800s, this now sleepy little town was an epicentre for one of the most profitable mining operations in Australia at the time. Tasmania has a rich mining history, but it wasn't until an enormous discovery of tin in the west that a flood of prospectors arrived. In the years that followed, over 90 mines were established here in the east, and the largest of those and most profitable was the Bryce's Tin Mine here in Derby. A bustling township was born. Tin mining was the catalyst that opened the northeast to the rest of the world, with Chinese and European miners flocking to the region. The Derby Museum and Tin Dragon Interpretation Centre were established to share the lives of those who lived and thrived here, working the mines until operations ceased. And my local guide Virginia has a story or two to tell.
So although Derby was a mining camp, from the very beginning the residents wanted to have a nice life.
Right.
So they had the finer things. They had balls and they got all dressed up in their finery. There were 3 brass bands in the town, along with 3 pubs. And then to keep your family clean, you had this as a bath, which you would fill up with water, put in front of the kitchen stove, the fuel stove, bath the family from the baby through to dad, all in the same water. the dirtiest person going in last.
Of course. Now, Virginia, I'm in love with this landscape. Where did all of these foxgloves come from?
Well, the local legend is that wherever you see foxgloves, you can assume that Chinese miners were working here and that they planted the foxgloves.
Right.
The reason they did that was not to make the landscape pretty, but so they could extract the digitalis, which they then ingested some kind of way, and it lowered their heart rate so that they were able to work longer hours.
Oh my goodness.
Work in these mines for longer.
You must be getting close.
Yes, we are. Once I see this, I know we're ready to turn left. And here we go, in here. I'll let you go first.
I can see a big dark space.
A hole in the ground. We're in the chamber of this tunnel, which was built for a specific reason. There were mines all through this region, and there was a dispute about getting into the deep lead, which means where the tin was, basically.
Okay.
And they were all sort of saying, no, you can't come on my land, you can't come on my land. So the Bryce's Consolidated Mine decided, well, we'll dig a hole and get to the deep lead. When they started, they discovered it was solid granite.
Oh.
So they ended up digging a tunnel 2,300 feet through solid granite, which, as you can imagine, took a long time, 3.5 years.
Oh my gosh.
And they did about a foot a day. So it's an amazing achievement. At one point, a machine was brought in from America, which made it easier but no quicker.
Yeah.
So you can see the grooves in the rock where dynamite was put in to blast.
Yeah, gosh, wow. Well, it's quite chilly down here, isn't it?
It is.
We better exercise those legs.
Yes. Well, let's head on down through here. We won't go too far because it will be muddy today, but I want to get you down a little bit. The kids loved it. They kept expecting to find skeletons and buried treasure and all that kind of thing. Here we go.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Okay. You can see that the floor of the tunnel slopes downwards, sloping down towards the Ringarooma River, and that was the reason it was built, so that they could get tailings out of the mine. In the day there would have been train tracks, little rail tracks. I suspect they might have had ponies pulling the carriages along with the rocks and what have you in it. And then at the end of this they built a dump shaft, so everything was dropped down there, which then made its way onto a wooden raceway. Yeah. And then that would take the tailings out to sea. Out to the river, which took it out to sea. You can tell your friends you've now seen the light at the end of the tunnel. Well and truly, it's clear up there.
Oh, I can indeed.